morning, everybody. I'm here this morning to read to you the chapter 6 of The Chocolate Touch. I hope you guys enjoy. When the others had been excused to go out for mid-morning play, John had to go and stand behind Miss Pimsell's desk. "John," Miss Pimsell said, "you mustn't make up silly stories to excuse your failures. I must have the truth. What did you do with your pencil?" "This is it," John said, showing Miss Pimsell the pointed stick of chocolate. "Really, it is. It changed." "What do you mean it's changed?" Miss Pimsell demanded. "That's my pencil," John tried to explain, "only it isn't the same anymore. Nothing stays the same today. I put into my mouth. The same thing happened when I chewed my gloves. They were chocolate, too." "John," said Miss Pimsell slowly, "do you feel all right?" "Yes, thank you," John said. "I feel all right. Except," he added, "I'm getting so thirsty. Except the water fountain has turned into chocolate, and so did the water upstairs. I would like a drink of cold water." "Yes, John," Miss Pimsell said. She suddenly looked pale. "You run out and play with the others. I'm going to have a talk with the nurse. And John," Miss Pimsell said, as he started towards the classroom door, "here's another pencil. Be a good boy and try not to lose it. I'm afraid that I'll have to keep this piece of chocolate until school's out. You know we don't allow anyone to eat candy in class." Miss Pimsell put the slightly chewed chocolate pencil in her desk drawer, and John went out to look for Susan. He found her skipping rope with two girls in his class. John usually scorned skipping rope. He had preferred hide-and-seek, tag, FBI, and spies or kick the can or any other good exciting game. Jumping up and down in one place just to avoid being hit by a rope seemed silly to him, but he was sorry for having spoiled Susan's silver dollar, and he was willing to make a sacrifice. "Susan," he said. Susan continued to bounce on one foot as her two friends swung the rope over and under and over and under, and over and under her. She didn't seem to notice John. "I'll skip with you," he offered. Susan stopped and the rope was caught by her shins. "Let's try doubles." "Backwards," she said, but not to John. She ignored John. "You go first, Betty. Ellen, you go second, and I'll go last. The one who does it the most times gets the first slice of my birthday cake." Susan looked at John, raised her eyebrows, shut her eyes, and stuck out the tip of her pink tongue. She turned back to the girls and smiled. Ellen whispered in Betty's ear, and Betty whispered in Susan's ear. Then all three of them looked at John and at each other and burst out laughing. "Oh, Susan," John protested, "I didn't mean to do it." "The trouble is there's something magic about me today. Everything I put in my mouth turns to chocolate." The girls giggled. "You wouldn't like it," said John, who was beginning to feel sorrier for himself than he ever had before. "I think it's getting worse," he added reproachfully. At first, the part in my mouth turned to chocolate, but when I nibbled at the end of my pencil, the whole pencil changed." "Oh, shoo," Susan said. The others hooted with glee. "Maybe I'll get sick and die," John warned. "Maybe I'll turn into chocolate myself. Then you'll be sorry." "I don't believe one word about the chocolate," Susan said. "And if it was true, you'd be glad, 'cause all you ever like eating is chocolate." "If you don't believe me," John said, "just give me that skipping rope and I'll prove it." The girls looked questioningly at each other for an instant, but as they hesitated, the bell rang and it was time to go back to the classroom. The rest of the morning passed slowly for John. He was afraid that his mother was going to be cross about the missing gloves. She might not accept the excuse that he had eaten them. He regretted his messed-up arithmetic test. He was sad about Susan's anger and disbelief. He was getting terribly thirsty. Once during geography and once during art, he was excused to get a drink of water. Both times, however, he swallowed nothing but sweet chocolate. His mouth was getting stickier and sweeter and drier by the minute. That's the end of our 6th chapter. I hope you guys enjoyed. We have some comprehension questions today, so I'm going to read those to you now. Question number 1. Why did John begin to panic towards the end of his test? Was he A, running out of time? B, he didn't know the answers? C, he needed more chocolate? Or D, his pencil was turning into chocolate? Question number 2. How did Miss Pimsel react when John spoke with her after class? Question number 3. Yes or no? Was Susan ready to forgive John? And then, what from the story makes you think this? Question number 4. What was John going to do to prove Susan that he wasn't lying about his magic powers? A. Show her the pencil. B. Put the jump rope in his mouth. C. Eat the rest of the coin. Or D. Take her to the water fountain. And question number 5, our last question. Explain how John was feeling by the end of chapter 6. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day.